So in this video we take a look at the Russian possibilities for counterattack, and yes, when I analyzed the situation from the Russian point of view, I found some interesting moves. And yes, when I had researched a little bit more as the German player, then possibly I have seen it before and could do some things to prevent this. But yes, this is the game, and we take a look in a second. But just before, I have to show another big problem for the Germans, because as you perhaps remember, I made some attacks with this new bunker busting rule. This bunker busting rule allowed to double the attack strength factor from some units against fortifications. But yeah, I wrote a result with an asterisk result, and this means that if you declare this bunker busting, then these units have to lose the first step. And this happens in 2 times, and as you see, they are really pretty good units I lost in the very first round. So yeah, if I do it the same again, I'm sure that I don't want to use the bunker busting only when I really need it. But I think in the first turn you don't really need this. Yes, and so we came to the Russian move. And first of all, the Russians have to move only the motorized units, because yeah, the sequence of play is switched from the German to the Russian player, and the Russians can only move the motorized units. And in this other very first turn, in the sequence C, so-called, the Russian can also only use the units if they attack, because the motorized units cannot move in this phase if they don't attack. And yeah, the cavalry units can move a little bit, but not as much. And so I have to yeah, to look where are some possibilities. And yeah, first of all, here is a very good possibility, but it's also not really a risky one, because it's a clear thing, I think. But yeah, here is a 25th Tank Corps. No, division is located here, and I don't saw it as in the German move that I can easily go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over this river. And because these units don't have a sock, no, they are all yellow banded, striped, and there are 3 cavalry artillery units. And so this is, I think, an easy task. It's a 7-3 attack. And yeah, of course, the tank unit is now, yeah, by themselves in trouble. But yeah, I think they will kill anyway. They will be killed anyway. So so they can take some units with them, and especially good artillery units. They cannot be rebuilt quickly and easily. The second thought is that yeah, I can accomplish a mandated offensive here. So this is also good. And yes, this is I think a really good thing. So the other possibility is here to attack these Panzer Regiment, Panzer Grenadier Regiment in the plains. There are 2 units in reach. They are very fast units. It's I think yeah, motorized cavalry units or something else, and they can reach this spot and attack. And it's a 3-3 attack in the end, with support from this attack support. So it's not the +2, +2 Darrow modificator like in the other battle here in the western, more westernly area. But yeah, the German can do a little bit. They have 1 artillery unit not used in the previous combat, and so yes, you can use this card. And this has also a range of 3. It's yeah, a special unit, and it can reach these hex. So it's in the end a 3-4, yeah, or 1 1 to 2, I think it's then the last combat odds, but yeah, you have to kill German fast troops wherever you can do it. I think it's yeah, this is my opinion, and so even it's a 1 to 2 attack. Perhaps you roll a lucky 1, 2, or 3 or such thing, then you have killed one step. And on the other side, if the German have to retreat or something else, then yeah, I think they have 2 steps. Yeah, 2 steps. I don't kill 2 steps, but yeah, perhaps they retreat. Then I can perhaps catch these supply wagons as well with this infantry unit in the normal movement phase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And perhaps they can catch this also. So this is, I think, a good spot to attack. Here these motorized units and these motorized units are out of reach for anything doing senseful. The other thing is here the cavalry units. It's a little bit tricky. They can use half of the movement allowance stated the rule book. And yeah, the movement allowance in the motorized movement phase for cavalry units are half. So I think they have normal allowance is half or 3 movement points, and so they have only 1.5 in this phase. Or they attack, then they have full, there would be 3. So I can go 1.5, and this is to this spot. And then they are finished. And also here in the middle there are also a lot of very here a 9 attack factor strong tank division, and also here are good tank divisions, but they are all immobilized because they have no chance to attack something, and so I can only move the cavalry units. It's also on a road, yes. 1.5 to this point. Okay, so then on here the northern spot is also there. They are a little bit tricky. I thought a little bit about this situation because the the easiest task to think about is here to go with this Panzer division, a small one. I think it's only a regiment. Yes. Regiment. It goes to this point and can attack here the spearhead of the German Panzer divisions, the Reckon units. But it's only a 3 to 4, and so also a 1 to 2 attack. But they have also the supply depot here nearby, so it's not the attack diral modifier, the penalty or the malus for this one. So this would be a good attack, but but the Germans can retreat, and they can retreat in every direction. They can retreat even forward, and also you have to think about the reaction movement. And so this Panzer unit here can do a reaction movement. It's half movement allowance. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3.5. With the reaction move, he can move to this spot and is even nearer to Vilnius and Minsk. So this would, perhaps help the Germans this attack, because the 1 to 2 attack is not not a good not good odds to make some damage, but and to help the Germans, they can do the reaction move. And the other thing is here is a motorized unit here, this spot, also regiment, a Panzer Grenadier regiment. And first of all, I thought, yes, attack this lonely Reckon unit here. It's a 1-to-1 attack, but then it's also without supply. Okay, that's okay. But then I can activate all these units here. No, not all, but these, and this unit. And this also, all 3 hexes away. And then they can move forward also a lot. And and so I decided to go with this unit to help this other unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this now has two implications. First of all, it hinders the move from direction move from this unit. Can only goes to this point or this point. It's good, but not the best one. Okay, but then they have to attack. It's now a 5 to 4. It's a 1 to 1 attack, but the supply doesn't reach to this unit. So the supply is too far away. I have to go all around here to come to this point, and so there's no possibility to to reach this unit, and so it's a +2 dimer modificator. So yeah, this is all for the Soviet-Russian motorized movement phase. Yeah, and I think I can turn out these dices here and declare their attacks, and then the Germans can do their reaction move. I'm not sure. I think here in this area is nothing. Here in this area, I think also, because here are only artillery units in the second line, and yeah, the supply units here, and oh, sorry, I'm a little bit yes. So the only units who can do reaction movement is these units here, and they can think about going southwards to this spot here to make an overrun in the next round against these guys here. But I think the Russian will also put these guys more in the direction of Vilnius. So I think it's best to move them here to the other road here. It's a little bit farther away, but if these units stand here, I have to overrun it all. And so if I stand here, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. Oh, it's too few. It doesn't work really good. So I think this is a very good Russian move to hinder this attack, because I cannot even overrun these silly hexes here. I have to overrun first this one, and then with the other guys the other one. Tja, it's not as good as I thought. I'm not sure if I would like to move them at all. Yeah, it doesn't work here over this part, because 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6.5, 7.5. No, I cannot reach it. Whatever I do, no chance. So I have to overrun with these guys here. Yeah, this unit or this unit. This is too strong, but this unit could be overrun. So then I stay there. Okay. So now is the combat phase, and yes, we can do the combat phase now. Yeah, first declare the attacks. Yeah, I have done it already. You know it where it is. I make some dices on it, because I don't know where the markers are in the moment. And yes, there are 3 attacks. And everybody who said the Russians have no possibilities, yeah, against an unaware German player, and I think I was a little bit unaware, it's always a possibility to attack. So this is the first shows. I have to look at the result table, and I have to take, so here is the result table for this 1-to-1 attack, and with the dial modificator from 2 +2. So hopefully so Yes, and I think, yeah, there's no there's no air combat, there are no air units, there are no artillery units in range. Reaction move I have done. I think there's no other Dara modificator there besides the +2. So I roll the die. It's a 7. 7, 1 and 1 is a 9. Is 1 loss, yeah, and a retreat. So this is not the best result for the Russian, I think. But yeah, if you roll a 7, what will you say? Yeah, if you roll a 1, it's much better. So okay, then you have to retreat. 2 hexes, and first of all the loss. I think this has 1. Yeah, this is a 2-stepper, and this is only 1 step. I would like to save this unit, because it's the only unit that can hinder the movement here in this area. But now I have to decide to lose 3 attack steps, defense steps. Yeah, against 2, I think it's okay. So 1, 2 goes in this direction, and yeah, it can move in the normal movement phase at half movement points. So they can reach, I think, Vilnius. 1, 2.5. Yes, they can reach Vilnius. And this unit 1, 2 to this point, far, not on the street. It's good, because then they cannot be. They can move also. So 1, 2, yes, but they cannot they cannot go so far as the other unit. Okay. Now the next combat. Here the artillery, the surprise attack in the back. It's a thing, but obviously you have to avoid it as the German player. It's faulty play, it's stupid play, but yes, things happens with so many counters on the table. I think the German High Command has already made the consequences for the generals. So even if they win the battle, I don't think they have a long career in this in the German army. So it's 2-1 attack, 2-1, without any special Dara modificator, nothing in reach to reaction move. It's a 2-1 and +2 also for the missing attack supply. And it's a 2, it's a 4, 2-1, a 4. It's okay, 1 and 1. It's not so good. What I have forgot was to take 1 step loss here for this attack and this. So for this attack now, step loss and 1 mandated attack is made. The other battle doesn't qualify for the attack, because it was too few steps. So, and the German has the first artillery losses. I'm not sure if this unit also gives an artillery loss. I have to check it later. So, but here is now a 1 and 1. So the Russian troop, I think, is flipped, and then got -2. -2. I have to check it, how they will be flipped, or step reduction. So, and what have we here for good artillery units? They are all the same. Yes, they are all the same. So it's easy. The 6-2 is perhaps the latest, the freshest units. So, yeah, so they came in the dead pile. Yes, I think so. And now here, this one. So first of all, the Germans have to decide if they use the artillery. artillery, because yeah, they have to, yeah, they can use it because they can use here a dump in the rear to use it for supply for this unit. This is a 4. Okay, I have to look for a supply. Take this one. So okay. So though I have a 1-2 attack, and the Russian can also use the supply. Um, 1-2. Or a 3-4 is it? Huh? Yeah, 3-4. A 3-4. There's a there's a column for this, and without any modificator, it's a 5. 3-4, 5 is a retreat, attacker retreat. Okay. So attacker retreat, 2 hexes. So, and they can move also. They go this direction. Yes, this is the motorized movement phase and the Russian attack phase. We saw 3 attacks here. For the Germans, 1 artillery unit missing, but the other attacks were harmless. And now comes the Russian regular, the normal movement phase. And I have to think about how I conduct this. See you.